Hey everybody, we're out here in the wonderful winter thaw. All the trails are all nice and icy. We're trying out the Yaktrax Run traction device and hopefully that will keep us upright. So let's go for a walk and try it out. Alright, so the Yaktrax Run is designed for runners in mind. So you have some high strength natural rubber, 1.4 millimeter steel coils, some carbide steel spikes, reflective heel tab. Now, this is a big upgrade from the regular Yaktrax you might find at stores between $12 or $20, where you just have the steel coils and no Velcro strap that goes across the top of the foot. I use it for this type of situation out here on the trail where it's icy, it's packed, sidewalks. So I would say this is more for walkers and hikers on packed surfaces such as today. Now, one of the huge upgrades with this version of Yaktrax as compared to the standard version is the Velcro strap that goes across the top of your foot. When you're running, the Yaktrax has less likelihood to kind of shift around, which was one of the big complaints. And if you're out hiking in the bush, you're not going to lose your Yaktrax if your foot comes across a branch or a root or something else that gets your feet tangled up. So with that way, it's a pretty big upgrade. The two straps in the front of your foot has it more like a sandal, so it really eliminated any of the foot shifting or displacement that usually would occur. Now, will the thicker rubber webbing be a little bit more durable than the regular Yaktrax? Still remain to be seen, but one of the big knocks with the original Yaktrax is that it wouldn't last a season and it would snap usually on the side or around the top of the foot. So it's remaining to be seen how long this thicker rubber is going to hold up. So far, at the end of the first season, it's looking pretty good. I'm wearing the large Yaktrax Run, which will accommodate 10.5 to 12 US shoe size, so this will fit a sneaker easily and also a big winter boot if you have it. Alright, so let's take a look after essentially almost a full season of use here. The biggest area of concern are the graphite studs, and you can see some of them are starting to bend a little bit, but I find these fairly effective. The coils are holding up pretty good. The rubber is holding up pretty good. Look at this one here. It's not in bad shape at all. The toe is holding up, which was one of the areas I mentioned that kind of breaks, and especially the strap that has the coils, that usually breaks after a year, but it's been holding up pretty good, so pretty satisfied. So the Yaktrax Run is really meant for these types of conditions that you saw today. Hard packed snow, kind of melting, have some ice, not a lot of transition to gravel or asphalt specifically. The traction was pretty good. Will it completely stabilize you? No, not really. There's some ice surfaces, kind of like a skating rink surface, where you still get a little bit of a slip, but it is way better than not to have any traction devices at all. So the big selling points for me for this Yaktrax Run is the Velcro strap on the top. I like the reflective strips, especially when you're out walking the dog during the winter. It's dark, nice to have some reflective there. It's really stable, it doesn't shift around, or at this point hasn't degraded such as the regular Yaktrax, which usually after a season kind of breaks down. So for $40, looks like could be a good buy for people who need to use these types of traction devices where you live. And if you are a commuter that walk to work and your sidewalks are usually crap in the winter, or a skating rink, you may want to look at these, maybe an option to put in your bag. What's that, buddy? Is that Mr. Owl?